Hey everybody, it's Christy. So I got a request to do a video on arm hair, and I don't want to say the person's name that asked me about it, just because they're not necessarily, I don't know, it's kind of like a private question. So but I will talk about it. So they wanted me to talk to them all about, to do a video all about just arm hair and kind of like body hair and like what my opinions are. So I'm going to do that. But first I want to show you guys, I had one of my last guitar lessons tonight, and as like a Christmas and a going away present, my teacher gave me this giant candy cane. I don't know if this was like from the dollar section or something, from Target. All I know is I got a giant candy cane. So this is pretty exciting to me because I've never gotten a giant candy cane before. Yeah, so I really like this because I think it's really cool. I feel like since it's so fancy looking, I really don't want to eat it because it's huge. It's probably going to take me forever. There are 120 calories in this. That is ridiculous. 120 calories in a giant candy cane. And only 24 grams of sugar. That's not that bad. And 10 milligrams of sodium. This is a nice healthy candy cane. Alright, so anyway, besides that, arm hair. Yes. Okay. So they asked me if I shave my arm hair or what I do about it, and the answer is okay. My hair that I get all over on my legs and on my armpits and on my arms and even on my eyebrows, if you could see, yeah. It's like the color of my skin. Actually, I look really white right now. Sorry, guys. I forgot my bronzer completely wore off. Anyway, my arm hair, my whole hair all over my body has never been dark colored. It's always been skin color. So I've never had too much of a problem with it. But my suggestion would be to use, if you, I wouldn't recommend waxing hair because, once you start shaving or waxing or trying to remove hair, it just goes back twice as fast. So my opinion on it is, why would you do that? Because it would just go back twice as fast, and you'd have to keep up with it for the rest of your life pretty much once you start. It's like you can't stop once you start. Yeah, so that's just my opinion. I don't agree with the whole waxing thing, but that could be just because I've never been through that. So I apologize if that sounds offensive. I've just never had a problem with it. But my arm hair, it's just it's very thin and it's very light colored, so I really don't have a huge problem with it. But sometimes I'll get a few random long hairs, and sometimes it'll be short, or sometimes I'll just get one really long one and the rest will be short around it. So a suggestion that I have would be to take just a little pair of scissors and trim off little pieces, but don't trim it at the very bottom, where the whole piece comes off. I would say just trim it at the top, take a tiny little piece off, and that will make it grow back. But that would just be my recommendation, because even though it will grow back, at the time maybe it'll make itself catch up with the rest of the hair around it. So that would be my recommendation. And I know that there are people out there who have a lot of thick, dark colored hair, but then really light skin, so it's very obvious. My honest recommendation would be, honestly, people shouldn't care, because it's a part of growing up. It's a human thing, but the sad thing is people do care, and they kind of make fun of it. I know that that's happened to my friend before, because she has that problem, and so many people comment on it or talk about her. And she used to have Formspring, actually, which is, if you guys don't know, it's a website where you can ask people questions anonymously, so you don't even know who asked. And instead of asking questions, people would just leave comments oh my gosh, you're so hairy, you're so gross. And to me, that's uncalled for, because honestly, people can't really help it. And so, and even though people shouldn't care, people do. So my recommendation would honestly be to just trim it every now and then. But I wouldn't wax it, because that makes it look artificial, and it will grow back faster. So you'll have to keep waxing it. And I'm just looking at all the questions they asked. And do I think that all hair on a woman's body should be removed? No. I think that, I mean, it sounds weird, but like, why else do we have hair? Obviously, it's to keep us warm. And I feel like if none of us had like hair, we would actually feel more like coldness. We'd feel more like, we'd feel the cold and the wind in the winter. So that's just my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I mean, I wish that I had darker hair, but not all over, just kind of like on my eyebrows, because they are very light colored, which kind of stinks. And yeah, that's it. So that's my video, and I'm next going to do a video on driving in the winter, because I had a long situation, or story, I have to tell, and I really just want to do a video on driving. So I'm gonna. So thanks for watching, guys, and please subscribe and request. Thanks.